hello everybody and welcome to the first press conference held here at the 2025 Jeddah E-Prix. We're so excited to kick off this weekend of racing with a fantastic panel of speakers from CBX, the Saudi Automobile and Motorcycle Federation, as well as our co-founder, Alberto Longo. So may I introduce actually His Royal Highness Prince Khalid bin Sultan Al-Faisal Al-Saud, Chairman of the Saudi Automobile and Motorcycle Federation, sitting in our centre. Carlo Butagy, CEO and founder of CBX, our promoter, to his left. And Alberto Longo, the co-founder and Chief Championship Officer here at Formula E. So it's the third round of the season so far, and it's our first time in Jeddah after, I think it's our 7th time racing in Saudi Arabia. A new venue with a new car and perhaps a new fan base here in Jeddah, which we're so excited to see here this weekend. Prince Khalid, if I may start with you, this is our 7th time in the kingdom where Formula E has raced. What progress have you seen in the sort of expansion and growth of Formula E, not just in Diriyah or the interest in Jeddah, but wider in the kingdom as well?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you all and thank you all for coming. It's a pleasure to meet you as always in person, and we are very excited to host for the first time the Formula E race in Jeddah City. I'm sure the neighbors are going to be really happy because they're not going to complain about loud noises, so we can have a fun race that everybody can enjoy. We have a good partnership with Formula E and our partners and the promoter CBX. What really started motorsport in Saudi Arabia and what transferred also not in motorsport, events in general in Saudi Arabia was Formula E back in December 2018. We saw how it transformed the kingdom, the concerts, the races, the people for the visa. So it's not about only motorsport, it's about changing the systems of Saudi Arabia, and saw how it affected after that the other events in Saudi Arabia. And Formula E grew globally and also regionally in Saudi Arabia, and especially in Riyadh and Diriyah. We saw every year more visitors that they come and join us in these events. Tickets, people are asking us for more tickets now. A friend of mine sent me a message. He told me like, I wanted to buy tickets for the Formula E race, and he said I couldn't find them online. They're all sold out. And I thought he was playing a trick on me. He wants me to give him tickets. And then I went and I checked. I wanted also to see, so it's sold out. So for the first time in Jeddah, we're very happy to see how people are excited to come and watch, because Formula E is an event that everybody enjoys. The motorsports, the petrol, I'm not going to say the petrol head, the electric heads, and the families, everybody that's looking to attend a top-level international event with entertainment. And we see them growing every year in other events in Saudi Arabia. So especially Formula E, we're very happy to see it coming to Jeddah, and we want to offer this amazing weekend for everyone to come and enjoy. And hopefully it will be a new beginning for e-sport and for electric sports in Jeddah. All sports that Jeddah Corniche circuit hosted were, all combustion engines, Formula 1, GT races, Formula 4 races, but for the first time, we have an eco-friendly, sustainable event comes to Jeddah. So I want to see the drivers, how they're going to like the track, because this track has a reputation. It's very fast, but we know that it's not the case with Formula E cars for long distance. So we had to do adjustments to the track so we can host the Formula E race, and hopefully they will have a new challenge here in Jeddah race circuit. And we want to see the feedback, and we want to see them delivering one of the best shows globally and entertain the fans who are watching them on the TVs and who are going to attend the event here.
Thank you. You talked a little bit about that innovation and technology side of motorsports, especially in the Kingdom. Just this week, we've been engaging with universities at the University of Business and Technology. What role do you think Formula E and its kind of pioneering ethos can have on motorsports in Saudi, but broader kind of in the region and perhaps even the future of motorsport?
As I said, there's the interest in motorsports and all the other partners and all the other aspects of motorsports. Not about only racing; it's also the engineering, the innovation. We've seen a lot of interest by going to schools in the past, and see there's a lot of young kids and girls and engineers, young engineers, that they wanted to understand more and be part of developing in aerodynamics and engineering. We know the sustainability is very important, and we want, I said, it's not only about combustion engine or sustainable fuel, it's about creating alternative options, electric engines. We see them how they develop. So we want to inspire our youth and engineers also to play a big role in electric engineering and electric motor. The interest is there. One of the reasons we host these events is not only for the sake of race of motorsports, is we want to inspire people to one day to be an engineer, to be a team manager, to be a marshal, to be a journalist. It's the whole environment and the whole ecosystem of this. Saudi, we're investing a lot in alternative energy, and one of our main goals is to make Saudi a green country, and we have a lot of green initiatives, so this fits well, and we want people that can be leaders and pioneers in the future in the electric field.
Thank you. And finally, zooming out to when you look at Saudi as a sporting and motorsport almost epicenter, SAMF has been at the forefront of that development. And I think there's still quite a long way to go, perhaps. Just how big do you think the role Saudi Arabia can play in developing and growing motorsport more broadly?
I'm very honored, to be honest. I'm very proud to be part of the team that are in charge of organizing these events and developing motorsports in Saudi Arabia. If you ask me this question in 2017, I wouldn't imagine that Saudi Arabia will host all these events, and not only host them and have a big role in developing motorsports and offering new experience for the teams and for the promoters and the organizers and for the spectators. We were dreaming of an international event, and when Formula E we hosted for the first time in 2018, it was like a big moment for us all. And now Saudi Arabia hosts Formula 1, Formula E, Extreme E, and all the other events like the Car Rally, Baja Cup. So I don't think a lot of countries in the world that can host these type of events. We are blessed with the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, that he gave us all what we need to host these events and to bring the world to come and see what Saudi Arabia as a kingdom can offer to the teams and to the promoters. So we are very happy and we're very honored. We learned a lot. We met a lot of people, and hopefully we can continue delivering top-notch events with our partners, and also every year we announce a new international race. The last edition is the WRC rally, so hopefully maybe team also can offer a new type of racing similar to WRC. We know we have Extreme E, but this is also another type of racing with salon cars. We always welcome people. We always want to give an opportunity to people to come and live with us and enjoy Saudi Arabia, and hopefully that we can make Saudi a hub for motorsport, that everybody can come and enjoy as a team, as a driver, as a spectator. And your feedback is very important, and we see you every year coming. Everybody's excited to come back, so this is what most important is people are willing and want to come back. So we really feel that we've achieved something, and hopefully we can continue this with our partners and to grow together with Formula E or other events and give the world a unique experience.
Thank you. And Alberto, building on Prince Khalid's comments about returning to a race year after year and building that continuity, how important is Saudi Arabia and racing here, not just in bringing the fans, but also kind of creating that legacy fan base in which to build a Tier 1 sport?
Well, good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you, Prince Khalid. It's always a pleasure to come back here, to come back home, and definitely we feel like this is our home, you know, and we feel it since now 7th year that we are in a row coming back to this wonderful location, and now we come to a complete new place, Jeddah. Very proud of being here, very honored of being here as well. I would like to say that obviously we are kids, you know, always been in our heart, because it was the first opportunity that we had to come here to the kingdom. Also thanking Carlo Butagy here as the CEO of CBX. You have made also this possible in a very smooth way. It's what we have done all together, you know, is transformational, not only for Formula E, but I believe also for the kingdom, and that replies a little bit to your question. You know, I think it is what we have done together into the kingdom, I mean in the kingdom, has been absolutely transformational. So if you see the kingdom 7 years ago and what is the kingdom today, it's a complete different animal. Sorry to say, to use the word animal, but it's we're so proud of seeing how this country is changing so fast, so rapidly, and I think by bringing international sports like Formula E and so many other events, I think we were probably the first one, but there have been so many other afters, you could really see that vision of 2030 was something not just to be on paper, but something that can be executed, and is being executed. So for Formula E, obviously stability in the calendar is super important. Seeing the growth of the fans in the kingdom has been overwhelming. We have over 3 million fans in this country, which is absolutely fantastic. But also, you know, to see how this country is changing at the speed that it's doing it is also fantastic to see.
Now there are lots of beautiful places in Saudi Arabia we could be racing. We've gone from a city centre circuit to now by the coast in Jeddah. What stood out for you as the key characteristics in choosing this circuit, this location and this area in which to race?
Well, let me say it again, we love Jeddah. That was an amazing location for so many years. Unfortunately, you know, there is a lot of work going on that track, and together with Prince Khalid and Carlo, we had to sit at some point and say, guys, we don't fit anymore in Jeddah, and we looked into all the different options that we could do in the kingdom. And finally we decided to come to an amazing place like Jeddah. The venue, the facilities is just, I mean, over the moon. I mean, you can feel the quality, you can feel not only just the track, but also this big building, the garages, absolutely everything is one of a kind. So frankly, it made our decision very easy. And if you add to that the fact that we're sold out both days, that really made easy the decision for us to come here, and for sure will make it even easier us coming back.
Now, away from the track, perhaps, or the racing, I should say, Formula E stands for a lot more sort of purpose-driven initiatives, whether they're environmental or social. Can you give us a flavour as to some of the things that have been happening today at track, but also in the week that are building up to the race, around those kind of sustainability initiatives?
Yeah, we have as you said, quite a few initiatives that is impacting more than 13,000 people in the kingdom within this week. Just to mention a few, but we have the Better Future Fund, which this year we are helping, collaborating with an autism organization. We have done a few talks in different universities and schools with many different executives of Formula E, helping with educational purposes, to all these kids and young people, in terms of sustainability, in terms of gender balance, in terms of many different sectors, and definitely the impact year on year is growing, and we want to keep on working on that. So we leave behind something of how much we receive.
Thank you. And Carlo, if I move to you now, please. Alberto is looking after the race teams and perhaps sort of the Formula E ecosystem in moving to a new circuit. But as a promoter, what are the kind of key challenges and opportunities that come about from racing in a new circuit in a new city?
Thank you very much for having me here. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Alberto, for trusting in CBX and myself. And Khalid, your Royal Highness as well. Thank you. So, not to repeat what Alberto said, but Dar'iyah was a very special place for us, and there's only one Dar'iyah. If you know Jerry Gonzalello, he always says there's only one. It's our DNA, street circuit, of course, and we're going to miss it a lot. I remember when we came here in 2017 scouting for locations, that was not our first one. It was CAF, actually. And we were there, we had a map, we had a location for a track, and then His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman insisted on us racing on the radio, which we were kind of reluctant and said, okay, let's look at it. And then when we saw it and the track came together, we were like, yeah, this is the location. It's the past meeting the future, which is Formula E, the most innovative motorsport we have. And we were sad to leave. But like Alberto said, the construction, the development, it's one of the giga projects, such as NEOM, Qadiyah, and the Red Sea. DGDA, the Via Gates, is one of those. Construction development projects started coming around us. We had to leave and look for an alternative. And now here we are in Jeddah, on the sea, on the JCC, thanks to the facilities, the experience for the guests, for the media, for the teams, is a totally different level. For operations, we have some challenges, but it's much easier than building it all from scratch, because all the facilities are already here. And it's Jeddah. Here in Jeddah, what do they say? What's the slogan? Jeddah here? It means Jeddah is different. And honestly, it is different, It's different. Not better, not worse, it's just different. And that's it.
Thank you. And over the last few races I've experienced in video, you have fireworks and drone shows, amazing music concerts. How, as a promoter, what do you focus on to deliver the best fan experience for those coming to the race?
So, the racing itself, I don't have any control over. This is our friend Alberto and the Formula E team. But yeah, our job is to make the experience of the fans a lot better. Like, a different experience, give them a lot more. And basically this year we will have the fireworks, we will have a lot of these shows, we will have 6 concerts. As Prince Khalid said, we sold out as of last Friday, which has never happened before in Saudi. And we were shocked to the point where we reshuffled the E-Village to try and put in an extra 1,000 people, and we managed that with health and safety, and we sold those tickets too over this week. And we have something up our sleeve to make it more interesting this year. This is the 7th year. We want to always give more. We're going to try and beat 2 world records here. So stay tuned, and hopefully we get them. Those 2 world records that we're going to beat here.
Just building on that, but without giving away too many secrets. So how has the Emotion Club and hospitality been sort of developed for this race? And can you give us a bit of an insight to maybe what we're looking forward to as well for the other fans?
So I've been in motorsport for 20, 25 years. Sound old when I say no. I've attended all sorts of races from Formula One, WEC, Le Mans, Dakar, and I can promise you one thing, we have a new partner, MJS. What we're doing in this emotion this year, I have never seen in 25 years in over 300 races around the world in the hospitality. We're going to give an experience that nobody in the motorsport world has ever seen. We have restaurants such as Roca, which is the Zuma group. We have Il Bavetto, which is a chain from Italy. John and Vinny's Pizza from LA. We have Mr. Chow for. It's going to take we have all these culinary islands. It's taking hospitality to the next level. I wish Formula One or these other championships could be here to see it, because it's going to blow people's minds. And I'm very confident about it.
Well, thank you so much to all of our spokespeople. It sounds like we're in for a treat this weekend. We won't be taking questions from the floor, but I do believe there will be